Oh my goodness. What's up, YouTube? Oh, let's go ahead and close that. Don't want y'all checking out that old gear from the past, but probably checked out your boy is fat and the door is back at it again. No white vans needed. Okay? We're gonna let it be. It is what it is. Happy day to you YouTubers. It's your boy, King Hilarious Darius. Do at his best, maybe at his worst. But at the end of the day, we out here sharing to help anyone. Like I that my mission is to help a million people plus. So I'm gonna share a situation that happened with me this evening. I am a rededicated believer about 4 days ago, and I had quit smoking marijuana. One of my good buddies from good long ago in the past came in town visiting and had some had some of the greenery, some of the herbs. So I had already let him know the situation when it was coming through, like, yo, we could definitely kick it, have a steak or whatever, and do the whole nine, or at least half the nine. But I would be, I'm not gonna be chiefing or whatnot. So he was like, cool, it is what it is. And it was what it was. We had unfortunately the classics is, I don't know if you guys DMV area, the classics in Silver Spring is no more, like, permanently. Like, I probably should have got some chassis before this video, but hey, that's what tongues are for. Okay, hashtag that's what tongues are for. Maybe not, you know what, it's late. Anyway, some filters are off. It is what it is. Back to the story at hand, right? We was having a great night. We was having a great night per usual, and you know, unfortunately, I was talked into partaking of the flowers. Again, I love flowers, and there was a plethora. So we'll just say, I had a slip back, or a slip up or a setback, whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, during this time period, I feel like I may have been even more sensitive to the jokes, or more listening more actively to the jokes that were being said. But they were definitely feeling more and more like sandpaper, versus fluid water or whatnot. And this is a good friend that I call my brother. Yeah, like, I trust him. We go back to good old days or whatever. So it was just weird. It was different. So long story, hopefully not longer. We come together. We enjoying each other's company as far as kicking it, catching up, seeing what's new, how his back doing, like how my knee doing, whoop, I just had the surgery or whatever. And, he was like, getting ready to, prep that thing. And maybe I should have said, nah, I'd rather you not do it in front of me. And that's probably the first step. But yeah, because that would have avoided another temptation to partake, you know. So if I can just not even be around it and see it, it won't really be affecting me, because out of sight, out of mind. So when it's in sight, it's in mind. I'm getting the aromas, and it's starting to just, because he's like, oh no, you gonna get high today, basically. That's the words. And so I'm like, I mean, I guess as you can probably see from the thumbnail, yeah, I got high today. But it was yesterday. Not even nor there. It happened. It happened. Uh, I was in the infancy stage, 4 days sober. It was different, but I mean, it happened, and after that, it seemed like the jokes were just more back, double edged, and my apologies. It is like, I don't know, 12:48 or something like that a.m. But either way, it was just different, and it was just like everything was rubbing me the wrong way. I think it was more so because I'd allowed him to take me off of my path. Right, I was going a certain way, and I was like, oh no, I can't go that way no more. I'm going this way. He was like, oh, you cool? Okay, cool. I'm going back this way. And I'm like, well, I mean, we can stop right here and kick it right here at this spot. Okay, then I'm like, oh, you pulled me back this way. You know what I'm saying? And so now, when I was going here, I'm going like here. And so that happened. But I thank God that, like, when I just said, and apologies, you guys, because I normally tell stories all over the place, but I will bring it full circle. So we had parked outside the car and was about to go to a strip club, and he was like, wanting to network, and I was like I am not really trying to be about that life right now. Like, no thanks. So, I mean, because I actually earlier, let's be clear, earlier I had like got this, I had found out a place that he could go, because I was like, I mean, I'll give you a place. I'm thinking to myself, like, I'll give you a place because you sound like you have a different business or whatnot. So, I don't know, it is what it is. But I think it was more so a combination of everything, right? It was some negativity. I felt that I was taking off my path, and I allowed it myself, right? And I explained to him, I was like, you know what, if we're really like, really good friends, and I call you brother, you call me brother, then you should never want to take me off a path that I want to go in life. If it's not a path that's going hurt me, or put me in a bad spot or tight spot or whatnot, or do harm to me or my family, as long as it's like going in a positive direction, that shouldn't be a problem. Like, and if you have a problem with me going in a positive direction, I have a problem with you. So we had work. I mean, we talked it out. I talked about how I was feeling about the whole situation, and everything was playing back in my head. And we kind of explained how we were from different backgrounds, and we were raised differently. I have a tan. You can see I have a tan. My friend, he doesn't have a tan. So they joke and they have fun with each other a little differently than the way we joke and have fun with each other. I grew up in the hood. I grew up in the inner cities of Hamlet, North Carolina. Dobbin Heights or whatever. Just hood. Yeah. So it's different. It's different, and so people get shot and killed. You joke. You say the wrong joke, or you come off slick at the mouth, a little too slick, a little too much sauce. Can't. Mama. I'm gonna go ahead and yes, Lord, I receive it. I'm gonna go ahead and let that, because sometimes your mouth can have a little too much sauce. Okay. And and you could lose your life. Just like that, you could lose your life. Just with the speaking of this tongue, you speak. There's life, there's power, there's life and death. You speaking is in the power of the tongue. You speak life and death, man. Like, I know I'm not verbatim, but hey, you understand. And if you don't, you can either speak life onto someone's life, or you can speak death onto someone's life. So I felt like there were some jokes that weren't really that appropriate, and I was like, they were too negative, and it was just a compilation, right? You know how somebody says something, you're like, he probably ain't meaning it like that, and then they say something else again, you be like, Now I know he didn't mean it like that. Now, I mean, because if he meant it like that, like, I'm gonna have to punch him in the mouth. I'm gonna have to dent his face in. I can't even say in the name of Jesus. That's in the name of me. That's just my flesh, right? That's King Hilarious Darius not acting so kingly and godly at this point. It's just the Darius, because that's not even hilarious. That's just painful and a big medical bill. These are some big mitts. But with great power, right? With great power comes great responsibility. So, And this is my guy. Like, this is my guy. And I'm like, we go far. We go way back. And I started thinking like all kinds of stuff. Like, man, maybe he wearing a wire. Maybe he just like, saying some wild stuff to see how I react. I started thinking about all this weird stuff, man. I'm like, what? It's crazy. But like, because it was the drugs and also the spirit, but I was high, and I was, I was fine. But I wasn't like out of myself, I wasn't out of myself. So it was like I didn't know what I was doing. It wasn't like I was out of the moment. It was just like I may have been over analytical at the time. I may have been, sifting things more, 2-3 times versus once. May have been a bit over calculative. Probably, maybe, definitely. So that's that. But we talked it out. I came back down the stairs like a real man. Well, I don't want to say like a real man, but I came downstairs like a man because I felt like I couldn't sleep with all this sitting on my heart, sitting on my spirit, sitting on my soul. And I'm not even going to walk up in here and try to fake the funk and just act like if I just pray to God, like it's going to work out. Like, it would, but I got to talk to him as a man, as a brother. I got to talk to him and let express to him where I'm coming from, how I'm feeling and what's going on. And like when I set myself on the path, and I had to tell him how serious I am about, not smoking and things of that nature and taking my life in the right direction, because I need him to know if he wants to, spend time with me, all hetero, of course, but if he wants to spend time with me, if he wants to share my life, if he wants to, go have dinner or, just catch up, just follow up calls, see what's going on, I can't be around that. I just can't be around it. Like, if that's not as important to you as that is, to me, then I just can't be around you, like just like that. But if you can disassociate yourself from that with just when you're around me, it's all love. And so, man, it worked out, man. And he just explained that, how they joked a little differently, and he was apologetic about just a bit of a disconnect. And I'm appreciative that I could communicate with him and let him know what was going on, man. How we have different backgrounds, and why I'm so serious about this, and that God has something humongous on my life, and I can't let you, who I look at as a friend, deter me. And I need you to know just how important and just how serious I am about this as I do, and why. Because then you'll know this. If a decision like this changes this man's life to such a degree, maybe I need to look into it, right? Maybe I need to see what it is, right? So, that's me. That's it. That's just a testimony from this evening, and every setback is a setup for a comeback. So just remember that, believe that, put God first in your life. Talk to y'all later. Love you. Peace.